G'day, today we are up to level 24 in our 7 billion humans playthrough, so let's see how we go. Now these two-parter ones always seem to stump me, at least on their second part. Let's see how we do. Okay. And stuff on the left, right on the right, yep. No one is allowed to leave their tile. Okay. Print and shred at least 50 data cubes, no walking allowed. Pro tip from management, workers can give to or take from other workers. Note that you do not need both. Just one or the other will work. Okay, so I mean, firstly what you would do is if direction that way equals data cube, take from, else if, sorry, or, because see, if I wanted to use an or to try and reduce the second if in this, I couldn't, because the take from would change directions. It's if the data cube equals that way, then take from, or, yeah, okay, so let's get rid of that or. I'll try and keep this direction that equals data cube. So equals a printer, take from. If, else if, direction that way equals data cube, take from that way. Does that need to be an else? It's an embedded one. Else if that direction equals shredder, give to. Then go jump. Let's see if that works. So those. Right. Take from, give to left. We'll do that. Stop. Okay. If my item equals data cube, then how can I make it so that they don't shred, like they've got an option here? I mean, it would be if else, if that equals a printer, take from, give to the person to your left. Else, if direction that way equals, how can I say a person holding a data cube? Well, I could say if, else if that direction equals nothing, take from left, because it doesn't matter if there's nothing in the person's hands. Else if that equals a shredder, give to that, jump. I need to really walk into the shredder to give something to it. And my item equals a data cube, give to. Else, or do I need that jump in there, or will it work that out anyway? Let's just have a look, see if they get stuck. Ah, cool. Why can I not get them to take it? If this equals nothing, take from... Give to or take from other workers. Note that you do not need to do both. So what's broken about my take from instruction? I'm saying take from the person to your left. Because these guys aren't complaining that there's nothing to take. They also aren't... Well, let's try just doing the opposite. We'll just say else give to that. See what happens. Or does this just not reset? If this equals nothing, give to the person next to you. That equals print to take from, give to else if it equals thing. Do I don't have to say jumps, do I? Like, they are still processing through. Or do I just make it as a separate, like... Why does this apply to no one? I really don't get what I'm doing wrong about this one. Because I feel like that's the instruction. If this equals nothing, then give what you're holding to the person to your right. Let's see if that changes anything. I don't understand what it is about that instruction that's not understandable. I mean, I shouldn't have to say else jump to here, right? Because I mean, either way, it's just going to jump to that as the next instruction, isn't it? You, right, if this equals nothing, take from him. You're nuts. This part's right. If that's a printer, take from it, give to the guy to your right. Done. Get rid of that. Get out of here too. Let me put this in the else. Let's just say else. Give to left. Let's just see what happens. Exactly, that's what I want. Now the problem that I see here is that if this plays out, this guy's just going to hand his thing off. He's not going to... Like, I can now get it as close as possible to him, but then he's just going to throw it away. He's not going to send it through, so... Oh, he does. I don't understand why that works. But they seem happy with it. It's as if they do it under the time limit. Not bad. I mean, if if you'll take it. Oh boy. Not looking forward to Budget Brigade 2, I can tell you that. Alright. First shredding memory. Here we go. Wait, is this 25? The other one was 24, wasn't it? I should go back. Oh, that's 26. Okay, this is the right one. Okay. You might store the location of a shredder you particularly like, or a special data cube you've got your eye on. Yes, I'm sure memories will be very special and important to you. Watch what happens when you run the example program I took the liberty of creating you. Oh, this just took a step up. Shred all the data cubes. You've got a new command, nearest. To find the nearest thing of a particular type and store it in one of your 4 convenient memory slots so it can always access or walk to it later. Okay. So how do I make memory 2? That's memory 1. Okay, so memory 2 equals your shredder. Pick up. Give to memory 2. And then what if we just say that's neat. Feels less daunting than I think what we've been doing without it. Yeah, just chuck yourself in, guys. Yeah. Oh, too slow. I mean, it's just sort of those guys getting stuck around it, I think, that slowed that down that little bit, but that's alright. Okay, now here we go. Here we go. No one's allowed to walk, just be a conveyor belt. Spread data cubes with a value of 50 or higher on the right, smaller on the left. Spread at least 50 data cubes. No one's allowed to walk. Okay, so if... Actually, do I even need to do an if? I can just do take from south, because everyone will take from the person to their south, right? If direction left equals is greater than equal or greater than 50. Take from left. Else take from right? No. Then we'll bank in there if direction that way is less than 50. Take from left. If equals spreader, give to down. Now, Only problem here is I feel like that'll make them walk into it. Let's see. Let's see how that plays out. Yeah, let's go jump straight back in. And my item equals data cube. Okay. What happened to the end? Does this at least split this out right? That's what we want to know. Okay. So all of that seems to be okay. It's just this part down here. If below there equals a shredder, and my item equals a data cube, give 2. I mean, else do nothing. Why are you wandering in? That's what I don't get. Already as well. Like, they're not... Is it because they're attempting to... They're just taking from? Okay, so maybe we do need to make that an if. That, sorry, if that direction equals data cube, then take from. Get rid of that. Okay. Let's try this. If that direction equals a shredder, then jump to here. Else, take from there. Try that. Alright, now just crank the speed on this, see if this works. We got close. It's definitely something about that first part that's what I did wrong, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Alrighty. Fitness program.
You might be wondering, how does she stay so fresh and flirty?
Or hey, that handsome guy in the tie, is he a pneumatic excavator? Because he's pumped.
Let's all take a break from flexing our brains and work on flexing our bodies.
Today we're going to learn aerobic exercise with Alice, Betty, and Carol.
And Pablo. Hey.
I'll move my mouse. Oh, that's very cool. Just change it in the color. Alright, well I certainly have no follow-up questions. Alright, level 28. Yeah, this looks like it could be tough. Okay. So... I mean, I feel like I say Yeah, nearest shredder equals 1. Memory 2 equals data cube. What am I going to do for these holes? There's no instruction to avoid the holes. So what if I said is memory 3 equals nearest hole? Can I change anything away from... Is that going to be the same thing? I don't quite get how I can apply them to anything anyway. Pick up memory 2, give to memory 1. Yeah, ditch those two. Just see what happens. Yeah, I don't quite get why they're okay with dodging the hole. Alright. Thought that was going to be a trick that they would then say like, haha, no. Cool. At least I changed my little thing so I did get it on the... and get 2 little ticks for that really easy one. Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, you would say nearest shredder, yours. Each worker has been assigned their own personal shredder, which they may use to shred all the cubes. So does your shredder change each time? I mean, it should always be the nearest shredder should be your memory 1, and then next would be memory 2 would be your nearest data cube. But whenever you shred something, you should be near your shredder. So you would go pick up memory 2, give to memory 1, and then we say jump to here, maybe? Try that. So keep an eye on this guy here. I know which shredder was his. He's basically straight down. I mean, they look like they're doing okay. No? Some guys... Or do they just die in their own shredders? Got there. Alrighty. 30. Okay. Here's printer. Take from memory 1. Now select multiple directions inside your step command. If direction under me equals nothing, drop, and then jump to the top, else, step, direction. And then go, get rid of that, and then say jump here. I think that should be it. Put that out. Just the time's going to be a little bit poor here because I've got to figure out how to find that corner. Oh, I'm so close, guys. Crank that speed. I mean, this is just Always just chance at this point. Oh, come on guys, get in there. Flirting with it. Go. There we got there. Now I can't imagine my time's going to be on par here. Winner's a win. Alright, 31. Okay. Big pages from the printer. Fill the floor with a checkerboard pattern. Okay. Let's think. So we go, okay, so firstly we say memory 1 equals nearest printer. Take from memory 1. If I can only have one to go that way. Okay, so but the step I can have them step anyway. If down equals data cube, or that equals data cube, or that equals data cube, or because that's going to be a problem to start with. It needs to be the opposite, I think. That equals a data cube. I was going to say the step. Otherwise you can place, but that's only going to be the case if you're actually standing near this 60. It would be opposite, so I would say if try to cube then drop, else step. One of those equals a data cube, you could possibly say, I mean you could probably say any direction really. I shouldn't need to step diagonally because diagonally would still be the wrong spot. I wonder if I could get them to go from, if I made the nearest data cube a memory. Let's just try it this way first. And so we're going to drop, jump to there, else step, jump to here. Let's see what happens. So I mean, she's just going to wander around forever until they find that 60. So say for example, actually there's no instruction to do anything with it once you, I don't know, unless you sort of walk down to a point where you can, say for example if he got to here and went up or down, there, plant, okay. Now the problem is you're going to have surely everyone die way more often than you're going to successfully hit these marks. Okay, so let's try this again. Knock this out. Take from memory 1. Memory 2 equals the nearest printer. No, nearest data cube. Take from memory 1. So like a walk to memory 2. I've forgotten what that was. That memory 2. Step. If you stay on the white squares, you're never going to be in trouble. So we can say step. You actually should, if, as long as they walk diagonally, they actually should never hit. If direction here does not equal data cube, go the other way and say if it equals nothing, then drop, and then jump to here, else nothing. No, so then else. Yep. Because no, it could just be else jump. We go else jump. Yeah. For that. Okay, so they walk to the 60, she finds one, they pick a random one. Now each time they drop one, it should reset their nearest data cube, so they should go back to the data cube that they dropped. It should just really just sort of expand out on the path that they originally made. Yeah, it's a much cleaner sort of build for it. Lovely. Alright, great. And I'd say that's probably a good one to call that session on. A nice smooth roll through a fair few levels there. Alright, till next time, I guess I'll catch you later for level 32. See ya.